Morning, Wiggle here. There you go. Update on my sewer and Greywater lines. So I just put this in as a T. I'm going to just bury this. It's just in case I ever want to tie in sewage. I'll just have it rather than have to dig up everything. So I'll just dig down a little bit, cap that off. Plus it could be a clean out. So here's my convergence of two Greywater lines. I bought that little T. I just got to cut a little off that other pipe and then snap those together. And then I can run my corrugated on down the hill. So I'm going to do that this morning. So here's the water line for my it's what my milking parlor right now, but that way I can have water. I'll just be able to hook into it later again without digging up everything. And there's my big pipe that will pump water all the way up the hill from the garden. So I'm going to get that corrugated snapped together this morning, and then put the bucket on and push this dirt back in and get this closed back up so it can start settling. Now I'm going to show you the rest of it here in a second. Okay, here's my RV dump right here, and there's the mess all the way down that way. So we finally got all the parts. I had to order some little weird angles, 22.5 degree angle here to get it all hooked together, so I had to wait on that. Hard to find that. I wanted to show you this trailer. Look at that. Forget staples, I guess. You have to use trim nails. Somebody took a shortcut. So this, the inside, is just, there's a little fan there, a little light. Okay. So this is a 7x7. It's just like a tent basically, a little storage. Like one person could stay in that to not be in a tent, just be. So this is an old pop-up. Used to be one of those right there. Turned it into one of these. I'm going to change that one over as well. Just haven't had time. That's on the back burner. So what's interesting about this, it's a solar collector on the back here. So I'll get this glazed in. I'll get painted black. I'll put some fiberglass screen in there. Black screen, like 3 layers. It'll be a heat absorber. And I'll paint this thing, point this thing directly south. I'll park it so this is looking south. And then this whole back side will heat up. I still have to put in a little vent right here. Input, so the fan will blow this way. And then through this vent up here, and it'll heat this little trailer. I think it will pretty much heat it, but I'll put one of those little My Buddy heaters or whatever, the little red heaters that use the propane, that are safe for inside tents and stuff. They have a catalytic converter, so they're safe. They have a O2 shut off and all that. I can put one of those in there as supplemental, but I just don't think you're going to need a whole lot of it unless it's a cloudy day or something. So anyway, this is a little bit better than a tent, and I can move it around where I want. So that's just like a temporary place for people to stay. There are my geese. It's too much sun. Oh, I just scared him. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of them that have made themselves at home here. The one way down there has got an injured wing, so she's kind of stuck. Clean that lens, didn't matter at all. But anyway, she's down there by the cows. So a couple dozen geese have made their home here. I don't know if they're going to overwinter. Here's a couple of recent acquisitions. A travel trailer, fifth wheel travel trailer. There's a Tandem triple axle. I paid, I think, $800 a piece for them, and a little bit more to get them delivered. This one is not too bad. A little bit older style. I have not figured out that awning yet. So this one needs to be cleaned and painted, and then I'll either put laminate flooring or carpet. I might put laminate flooring. Probably put laminate flooring in this. And they were smokers, so there's cigarette butts laying around in here. I do have all the windows open to air it out. So here is the little closet here. And like 2 beds. Another closet here. Vent here. Not open right now, just the windows. So you got that. And then here's the kitchen. Propane stove. This is also a bed, and it converts to a table. So, another closet. I don't know if the fridge works, and I don't know how all the sink, I don't know how any of that works. I'll have to work on that. But the main thing is this would be a place to stay, sleep. I'm working to be off-grid, so I'm not sure I would be running an AC cord out here to power any of this, and I don't know how efficient any of the actual appliances are or anything. The easiest thing would probably to get the stove working, maybe the sink. Not sure I'm going to do the toilet, and I'll show you why. Now this, I have to close this wall up, do a little insulating. This is the bathroom. I don't think I would want this to be a bathroom. I think I would want this to be a closet. So I would not hook up the black water or anything like that. Maybe the same goes for the sink, or maybe you could just use a 5-gallon bucket under the sink and then put the Greywater in the Greywater field. Not exactly sure. But basically this needs a good cleaning and a little paint, and then the floor coverings, and it will be ready to go. I don't know how well insulated it is. Looks like it has an 1.5 inches of insulation, so I'm not sure how easy it will be to keep this warm in the dead of winter. But this is good for 3 seasons for sure. Good for a couple more months here. So this is the idea of it. So this is the entrance up here, and this is as far as I've brought the road. So what I'm doing, this one, I'll give you a quick walk through. This one's a mess. I might make it triple axle, 1, 2, 3, and look at the I-beam under that sucker, like a 12-inch I-beam. It's huge. I might make an equipment hauler out of this. Might remodel this one, we'll see. But the floor is shot in the pull out, the slide out thing, so I would have to fix that. Nice and spacious in here though. Here's the kitchen. The back room is in bad shape. The back room needs quite a bit of work. Nothing for an old boy like me, it's just time. But that back, it's usually the back of these that have the water leak and have the problem. Nice big closet. That's a slide out as well. And it has a little, there's some problems with the structure around the slide outs. And then here's where you step up for the 5th wheel. So here's a sink, closet, bathtub, toilet. There's a bedroom with a little slide out. That is a slide out. So this is what this trailer looks like, and it's going to need some work. So that smaller trailer is going to go up in this corner. Here's the water spigot right here, hydrant. So I'm going to take all these slabs. When I'm milling down my logs, you know, you have to cut some of that stuff off to get your square stock to work with. And I leave them live edge on both ends. So what I'm going to do is put all of these slabs, since they need to dry, I'm going to air dry them. I'm going to just make a giant privacy fence out of them. I'm going to hook them to these existing posts, make it about 7 feet tall, put some little risers on there if I have to or whatever, and just kind of make a privacy fence all the way along here. Down there's my sawmill by the road. So the sawmill does run around here sometimes, but only during, you know, regular business hours. So I'm going to put that small trailer right here, backed up to the road, the door facing out this way. And this bigger trailer I'm going to probably haul out of into another section. Now what I'm going to do is every 50 feet, I'll have that trailer. I'm going to come down 50 feet. I'm going to have a tiny home, a frame on a slide. It's going to slide. It's going to be on a platform, but not attached. It'll be where I can drag it with a chain or pick it up and put it up, drag it on a trailer, that kind of thing. So every 50 feet all the way down this fence line, I'll have the tiny homes. They're going to be A-frame style, and I'm going to put a little greenhouse on the front of each one that points south. The roof will be solar panels, and then it'll have glazing on the front, so it'll be a miniature greenhouse in every one of these little tiny homes, and they're just going to go right on down the line. For now, later we could fill in out here in this part, but for now I'm just going to go along the perimeter, and I'll just show you what will be the community garden for this section. Now this is at the top of the ridge, so we're going to have to irrigate, and there's some options that I'll have for irrigating. But all of this, and kind of got this fence, I had to fix it up a little bit, but this could be a garden right here. We have so much material, so much compost here. So this is just kind of between the road, my road, not the big road, the little driveway there, between the driveway and the tank. This can all be put into garden, probably about where that telephone pole is. From that telephone pole or power pole over to the corner of this fence, I would just fence this all in and make it a garden. And then everybody that's staying in this part here can use the garden. So main thing I'm offering is water, and then I will show you the rest here in a minute.